The RIDE initiative, the Home Safe, Everyone Home Safe, is a new initiative for the St. Thomas Police Service. We have taken officers from each platoon to do a coordinated ride and traffic enforcement for the ride season. We are working 12-hour shifts dedicated to just doing sobriety checks, dedicated impaired enforcement, both at the bars and liquor license establishments, as well as doing standard ride enforcement. So making sure that the public knows that we're out there, as well as trying to be a deterrence and to stop and get the people home safe. And if you do choose to drive while impaired, we'll be out there and we'll be looking for you.
If you're having interaction with police, both the Oxford and Middlesex OPP detachments, officers are now equipped with body-worn camera technology. What this means for you is that the officer has to tell you that you're being audio and video recorded as a part of the interaction. As well, what it means is that on the body-worn camera, there'll be a red ring, a flashing red ring, which means that it is activated. It's also activated by our emergency equipment, such as our lighting and sirens. It will also automatically activate our body-worn camera and our in-car camera technologies. Body-worn camera technology not only offers enhanced accountability and aid in collecting evidence, but it also displays transparency and assists with officer and public safety.
This Christmas season, the Salvation Army Woodstock expects to support more than 700 local families, and the need doesn't stop in December. Our Christmas Kettle campaign funds critical programs all year long, things like our food bank, emergency assistance, and community supports. This year, the Salvation Army's goal is to raise $60,000 in Woodstock, but we can't do it without volunteers. Every unfilled kettle shift means missed donations for families who rely on us. Anyone who can give a few hours of volunteer time can sign up at woodstocksalvationarmy.ca and help ensure support is there for our community 12 months of the year.
We're very excited and proud to have been selected to participate in this home care initiative led by Ontario Health. This hospital to home program is a program that's intended to support safe and timely transitions for patients with complex or chronic needs from hospital to home. For example, we are able to provide wraparound supports for patients in the community, such as nursing, physical therapy, personal support. And we also partner with local community support services to help with things such as transportation, meal services, social work as well. So there are three key strategies to the program that help to reduce our hospital pressures. We help to reduce the volume of patients who face prolonged hospitalization. We also help to prevent unnecessary or avoidable hospitalization. And we also help to support an effective emergency department diversion program. We are seeing the real-time benefits of this program by being able to discharge patients from the emergency department in a timely manner, ensuring that we have the appropriate supports in place, thus preventing avoidable hospitalization. We currently have almost 20 patients enrolled in the program, and by the end of March next year, 2026, we intend to support up to 80 patients. The real-time feedback that we've received to date is that our patients and our families feel very confident in the supports that they're getting. They feel connected and reassured that they have access to a dedicated team that's willing to support them in their community.
This new dedicated agency would work with conservation leaders to improve service delivery and protect communities. They will ensure faster, more transparent permitting and more frontline services so that we can reduce delays to get shovels in the ground sooner.
So currently, major completed applications have to be out the door in 120 days. Small applications have to be a maximum of 21 days. Most are out within 10, if not less. And right now we're at a rate of about 96% efficiency. There are just going to be permits that you can't meet the timeline. Just things go back and forth, but we're not exactly sure what the province's expectation is. Many CAs are at 99%, some are at 100. So it's just kind of difficult to figure out what exactly the problem is and what the concern is. The big concerns we have are loss of local voice, obviously. So in our case, being part of the Lake Erie group, they're amalgamating 8 CAs. So our new watershed boundary will extend from Orangeville to Windsor. Also cost, there's been no real costing given to us at this point, so we don't know what that's going to entail or how it's going to move forward, so we're just very cautious about that. CAs have seen an extremely large reduction in provincial funding. So right now, for our prime funding from the province, it's only about 2 or 3% of St. Clair's total budget versus 30 or 40% for our municipal levy. The Environmental Registry of Ontario currently has a listing for the amalgamation of conservation authorities. And if you go to their website, we would encourage you to get your say because there are a number of questions anybody from the general public can answer about what their concerns are or what they feel are the positive benefits. And we would just encourage the public to do that.
Well, I'm deeply honored that the County Council has put their faith in me and their trust to be their warden over the coming year. It's a short runway. You may have noticed that we have new hires within the county, and with them, they bring a new perspective. They're looking at things through a different lens. So it's a great opportunity to step back and take a look at our processes and figure out where we can make enhancements and improvements on the services and supports that we're already providing to the member municipalities. One of our focuses for the coming year is to diversify our tax base. So we're looking forward to opportunities to reach out to our neighbors within the region, the City of London, St. Thomas. We're in constant talk with them. So I look forward to expanding upon that to bring opportunity and investment attraction to Middlesex County.
Most of the immigrants that we surveyed want the government to come up with lower immigration plans, not the higher ones. 47% of the immigrants want the annual intake to be under 100,000. But this is an important point. Immigrants who have lived through housing crunch and affordability crisis, they're voicing their concerns in this poll.
Well, on the surface, it's definitely surprising. In the current environment, I think a lot of new Canadians who come have struggled to try to embrace the Canadian dream and move along. And I think that their concern is by continuing to have high levels of immigration, it increases competitiveness, which could theoretically even slow down their pathway to get what they aspire to come to Canada for.
I would like to emphasize on a very important fact here. Immigrants are not against immigration. They just want it to be realistic and manageable. The major concerns are backlogs and a strain on healthcare and infrastructure.
Employers had so many opportunities that people would just get jobs very, very easily. With the tariffs, with the economic uncertainty, everyone seems to be in a holding pattern. And I think that's where that concern about, God, you keep bringing in more people, I can't get there now, and if there's more, it's going to be more challenging.
The Wish Book is a guide to shop local in St. Thomas and Elgin County. Features a whole ton of different gift ideas from small shops in Port Stanley and St. Thomas in Elmer. And it's all shared with us by great folks who live in our community, work in our community, volunteer in our community, and run small businesses in our community. So it's just a perfect circle of information you need to be able to do your Christmas shopping here locally in St. Thomas. What makes any good community really unique, a great place to live, work, and play is the quality of our small business community. So like any other year, it's super important to shop local, to support people here who believe in our community, support the businesses that are sponsoring, our sons and daughters, soccer teams or hockey teams, and to really keep those dollars local. They do mean more here when they're circulating through our local economy.
Want to share news from your area? We'd love to hear from you. Email us with your community updates and be part of the conversation.